The coffee cup felt heavy in my hand as the two detectives lumbered towards my booth. You should have been there, I said, my voice tight with excitement. The divorce hearing today went straight to you-know-where. Rush, the bigger of the two, squeezed his bulky frame into the booth with a chuckle. Whoa there, slow down, Bobby. You'll choke. His smile calmed me a bit. Start from the beginning. I took a measured sip, letting the silence hang. This narcissistic jerk, Toby, was on the stand. His wife's lawyer was grilling him, and I could practically see the steam coming out of his ears. Did his lawyer object? Rush asked. Sure, but Judge Klankoff shut him down faster than he could open his mouth. The lawyer's face turned the same shade as those cherries over there. I gestured towards a bowl on the counter. Rush cut in. Did Toby lose it? The memory sent a jolt through me. Maybe. The questions kept coming, about the 911 calls, the stalking, the bruises on his wife. He just exploded, screaming, pointing at his soon-to-be ex. Judge K pounded her gavel like she was trying to break it. I jabbed a finger at a folded newspaper in front of me. Today's sad character was even worse than this one. Smitty leaned closer. What's that, Bobby? Another ex-husband, murdered in a messy divorce case. Rush scoffed. Back page, bottom corner. Sounds about as important as the grocery ads. Well, it is important to me, I countered. This is the second one in as many months. It doesn't say here, but both victims were nasty husbands from cases I saw in court. Really? Smitty said, his voice rising. Yeah, I remember both of them clearly. Despicable men. Can't say anyone will miss them, but still. Rush snorted. So you think we have a vigilante killer taking out scumbag ex-husbands, Bobby? I don't know, I admitted. Maybe I should mention it to Judge K, but she's swamped. Rush and Smitty exchanged a look that made me uneasy. The waitress, Millie, appeared with fresh coffee and donuts. The chocolate-glazed chocolate ones you love, boys, she said with a wink. The detectives grinned. Rush stretched. Millie, you're an angel. We'll have to make these disappear before they get cold. Don't worry, we'll share, but don't come between Bobby and his coffee. It could get messy. Millie chuckled and left. How'd you end up working for Judge K anyway, Bobby? Rush asked. Used to see her courtroom a lot during my deputy sheriff days. Nice lady. I was planning to retire when her bailiff passed away, and the sheriff asked me to fill in. 3 years later, here I am. Millie returned with the donuts, and a comfortable silence settled over us. Smitty savored his donut with a satisfied groan. Rush turned to me. So, you like the job? Love it, I said, a smile spreading across my face. Regular hours, no nights, no weekends. Plus, I get a front row seat to the craziest people in town. Besides, I still get to hear war stories from you guys, the ones doing the real police work. Rush smiled. Nice work, Bobby. Just doing my part, I said, though a flicker of worry about the unsolved murders remained. Except dealing with guys like Toby. There, I'm powerless. Rush and Smitty exchanged another glance before downing their coffee and getting up. Rush pressed his palms on the table, leaning in. Don't be late for court, Bobby. We've got real police work to do. I saluted them mock seriously as they left. Outside, Rush turned to his partner, a frown creasing his face. Too soon, Smitty. Way too soon for another dead ex-husband. I told you we needed a break. Smitty's grin was unnerving. I never said today, Rush. A cold dread filled me. Smitty was relentless. He'd probably have a name and address by the end of his shift.